YouTube has a serious problem right now, and it's not just another small drama or some random copyright strike issue. This is something way worse, something that's been spreading across the platform for months, getting millions of views, and somehow almost nobody is talking about it. And the crazy part is, it's all connected to Roblox. More specifically, to two of the biggest names in the Roblox community right now. Jandel, the developer behind Grow a Garden, and Spider Sammy, the creator of Steal a Brain Rot. Now, before anyone jumps to conclusions, let me make one thing clear. This isn't some kind of fight or drama between the two, and they haven't done anything wrong at all. This isn't about them starting trouble or causing controversy. It's about what other people have been doing with their names and how that's turned into one of the creepiest and most inappropriate trends happening on YouTube right now. Because over the past few months, entire YouTube channels have started posting explicit sexualized videos using Roblox characters and even real developer names. And what makes it even worse is that these videos aren't hidden away on some shady corner of the internet. They're being openly promoted by the YouTube algorithm and pushed straight into the feeds of kids all around the world. Let's go back for a second. Roblox has always been a huge part of internet culture. It's not just a game anymore, it's an entire world where millions of people log in every single day. Around 70 million players jump on daily, and most of them are kids and teenagers who grew up with it, building, creating, and sharing stuff with their friends. It's a community-driven platform where literally anyone can make something from scratch, publish it, and if it's fun or unique enough, it can blow up overnight and turn into the next big thing everyone's talking about. Developers like Jandel and Spider Sammy are perfect examples of that, but that same popularity has now led to something they never could have imagined. Because somehow, their characters, their names, and their reputation have ended up being used in one of the strangest and most disturbing ways possible. Not inside Roblox, but on YouTube, by a completely different group of creators who are turning something innocent into something very, very wrong. The whole thing starts with something called heat videos. Now, if you've never heard that term before, it might sound harmless, maybe even random, but in certain parts of the internet, especially inside the Roblox, gacha, and fan animation communities, heat means something completely different. It refers to videos that show characters in suggestive or inappropriate situations, often using figures that were originally meant for kids. This kind of stuff has been floating around online for years, hiding in small corners of the internet where no one really paid attention to it, but recently, it's taken a new form, and this time it's using Roblox as a stage, and that's where things get seriously disturbing. Because creators have started posting YouTube shorts showing animated versions of Spider Sammy and Jandel in scenes that are clearly not meant for children, edited and presented in ways that make viewers uncomfortable to even see pop up in their feed. And yes, you heard that right. The same developers who made fun, family-friendly Roblox games are now being featured in these kinds of inappropriate fan videos on YouTube, without their permission, without warning, and worst of all, without any age restriction to stop kids from accidentally watching them. Right now, if you spend even a few minutes on YouTube looking through Roblox related videos, you'll eventually run into some really strange ones that clearly don't belong there. Entire channels are posting this kind of content. Videos that use familiar names like Jandel and Spider Sammy in ways that are completely inappropriate. They're not hidden, they're not private, and some of them even show up in recommendations or trending sections. One of the top results, for example, is a video titled Sammy x Jandel Heat that has over 4 million views, and another one has around 2.3 million. Plenty of others have crossed hundreds of thousands easily, and together they've racked up tens of millions of views in total. At first, you might think it's just another Roblox meme or a funny little animation, but then you actually look at the thumbnails and that's when it starts to get strange. Many of them show these Roblox style characters in awkward, overly suggestive poses or scenes that are clearly not meant for younger audiences. It's the kind of thing that instantly makes you wonder how it even got approved in the first place. And while the long form videos are where most of the views come from, the shorts make it even worse because those autoplay one after another while you scroll. So a kid could be watching funny Roblox clips or harmless brain rot memes, and out of nowhere, one of these heat videos shows up in between. No warning, no filter, no age restriction, just right there on the screen for anyone to see. Now you might be thinking, alright, but doesn't YouTube remove this stuff as soon as it's reported? Well, not really, and that's where the problem gets a lot bigger. YouTube's entire system runs on algorithms, not just for recommending videos, but also for moderating them. And while that system is pretty good at spotting obvious things like real violence or harmful content, it completely falls apart when it comes to animated videos. The AI just looks at it, sees Roblox style characters, and assumes it's another regular gaming clip or meme. It doesn't understand that what's happening in the video clearly crosses the line for younger audiences. Because of that, most of these videos never get flagged properly. They stay up, they keep getting recommended, and the view counts just keep climbing higher every day. And here's the crazy part. The creators behind these uploads actually know this. They figured out how to work around YouTube's filters, and they're taking full advantage of it. They tag their videos with innocent looking hashtags like hashtag Roblox, hashtag steal a brain rot, or hashtag grow a garden, so the algorithm thinks it's all just normal gaming content and starts showing it to the same audience that watches those games. It's basically the perfect trick, using Roblox popularity and those trending tags to push inappropriate fan-made videos disguised as harmless animations or funny edits. One of the clearest examples of how big this problem has gotten is a channel called Z Unbounded Spirit 111. Over the past few months, they've built an entire YouTube channel around this kind of content, gaining more than 70,000 subscribers and over 22 million views in total. Almost every upload on their page follows the same pattern. Videos using the names Sammy and Jandel in scenes or thumbnails that are obviously not meant for the Roblox audience. Another channel, known as Susimation, started more recently but grew just as fast. Within only a few weeks, its uploads were already hitting 500,000 views each, repeating the same kind of content, clips and animations that use well-known Roblox figures in ways that clearly cross the line. What makes this whole situation even more surprising is that many of these uploads are still fully monetized. That means ads are running on them, creators are making money from them, and the platform itself could be earning from the same videos that shouldn't even be up in the first place. So now you have channels pulling in thousands of dollars from turning Roblox characters and developer names into the focus of content that doesn't belong anywhere near a kid's gaming community, while YouTube, a platform that's supposed to be safe for everyone, has done almost nothing to stop it. Think about it. You spend years building a wholesome, family-friendly game that millions of kids enjoy, and one morning, you wake up to see videos of your own in-game character being used in inappropriate fan edits trending on YouTube. And the worst part is, there's almost nothing they can do to stop it. Even if they file takedowns, the same videos usually get re-uploaded the next day by a different account. And YouTube's copyright system moves so slowly that by the time one clip disappears, 10 more have already shown up. Even fans have started realizing how bad it's gotten. In Roblox communities and Discord servers, people are actively warning others not to look up those videos at all because of how inappropriate the results can be. It's gone way past being just embarrassing. At this point, it's straight up damaging to the people who built these games and to the image of the community as a whole. What's happening right now feels strangely familiar, almost like history is repeating itself because YouTube has actually gone through something like this before, something people now call Elsagate. If you don't remember, Elsagate was a massive scandal that hit YouTube back in 2017. When the platform was suddenly flooded with bizarre kids videos that looked innocent on the surface, they used characters like Elsa, Spider-Man, and Peppa Pig, but instead of showing normal children's content, these videos included disturbing or completely inappropriate scenes that no child should ever be watching. The reason it blew up so fast was because they looked safe. The thumbnails were colorful, the titles sounded like normal kids shows, and the algorithm couldn't tell the difference. So millions of children ended up seeing those videos without realizing what they were actually watching. It turned into one of YouTube's biggest controversies ever. The platform was forced to completely overhaul its rules, pay massive fines for breaking child safety laws, and even introduce the whole made-for-kids system just to regain control. And now, somehow, it's all happening again, just in a different form. This Roblox trend is basically Elsagate 2.0. The formula is the same, but the characters have changed. Instead of Elsa and Spider-Man, it's Jandel and Spider Sammy. And just like before, the algorithm is doing exactly what it did last time, spreading it everywhere, completely unaware of how much harm it's causing. So why are these creators even doing it? The answer is actually pretty simple. It all comes down to money. Even though most people think YouTube Shorts don't pay much, channels that post this kind of content can still make a surprising amount, especially when their videos start going viral. Once you're hitting millions of views per upload, even with a low payout rate, it can still add up to thousands of dollars a month. Add on top of that things like sponsorships, donations, or affiliate links, and you start to see why they keep doing it. And here's the thing, the algorithm practically rewards it. Every time someone comments in shock or disgust, every "what did I just watch" reaction, every share or retweet, it all counts as engagement. And the more engagement a video gets, the more YouTube's system thinks it's popular and pushes it to even more people. It's a business model built on pure shock value, and sadly, it's working exactly as they want it to. Now, you might be wondering, why doesn't YouTube just fix all of this with better moderation? In theory, that sounds simple enough, but in reality, it's way more complicated than people think. YouTube gets over 500 hours of new videos every single minute, which adds up to hundreds of thousands of hours every single day. There's just no realistic way for human moderators to watch all of that, so the platform relies mostly on automated systems, basically AI tools that scan videos for anything that breaks the rules. The problem is, those systems are trained to look for obvious things, realistic violence, real-life inappropriate material, or clear adult content, but they struggle badly when it comes to animation. So when one of these heat videos shows up with stylized Roblox-type characters and cartoon visuals, the system doesn't recognize what's actually happening and just lets it slide. But honestly, that can't be an excuse anymore. Roblox, to its credit, has actually tried pretty hard to clean up its image over the past few years. They've completely banned any kind of romantic or inappropriate roleplay, rolled out strict new rules for 17 plus experiences, and even started verifying players' ID before allowing access to mature content. On paper, those are big steps in the right direction, and they show that the company is taking safety seriously. But none of that really matters if kids can just leave Roblox, open YouTube, and immediately find videos about Roblox developers being shown in ways that clearly aren't meant for children. It's like taking 5 steps forward and then 10 steps back, because all that effort inside the platform gets undone the second those same kids switch apps. And that's the bigger issue here. It's not just a Roblox problem. This is a sign of how online platforms, in general, keep failing to protect young audiences. Time and time again, we see new systems and new promises, but the same type of content still slips through, and the people who end up paying the price are always the ones who were supposed to be safest online. And the scariest part about all of this is that the longer it goes unchecked, the more normal it starts to feel. Once something like this spreads long enough online, people stop questioning it, and that's when it becomes really dangerous. We've already seen this same pattern before. It happened with Gacha Heat, it showed up again with certain Minecraft ships, and now it's happening inside the Roblox community. It always starts the same way, just a few harmless looking fan edits or joke animations, but before long it turns into a wave of inappropriate and exploitative content that spreads faster than any platform can control. If YouTube doesn't step in soon, this could easily blow up into another full-on controversy, the kind that makes national headlines, brings government attention, and forces platforms to face lawsuits all over again. Because let's be honest, this isn't just about weird fan content or harmless jokes anymore. This is straight up exploitation. These creators are taking kid-friendly imagery and twisting it into something that was never meant to exist, all for clicks, attention, and money. They're even using the names of real Roblox developers without their permission, and they're doing it on a platform that millions of children watch every single day. So, what can actually be done to fix this? First off, YouTube really needs to update its detection system. It's 2025. The technology exists, and there's no reason why the platform's AI should still be missing animated videos that clearly aren't meant for kids. The system can already detect all sorts of other things, so this should be no different. Second, any video, whether it's a short or a long upload, that uses suggestive thumbnails, captions like heat, X, or certain emojis that hint at that kind of content should automatically be put under age restriction until it's reviewed by a real person. Third, when a video suddenly blows up and crosses 1 million views within a day, YouTube should have a real team of moderators double check it before it's pushed further into recommendations. It's a simple step, but it would make a massive difference in catching bad content early. And finally, YouTube needs to start being more transparent. They should openly share how many videos targeting younger audiences get removed every month and what they're doing to prevent more from slipping through. Because right now, nobody really knows the full scale of this problem, and that mystery alone makes it even more dangerous. And unless people start calling it out and speaking up, it's only going to get worse. The longer it's ignored, the bigger it grows, until one day it turns into another massive scandal that everyone pretends they didn't see coming. So the next time you're scrolling through YouTube Shorts and come across something that feels off, don't just scroll past it and move on. Take a second to report it or flag it, because every single report actually makes a difference. The less engagement and attention these kinds of videos get, the faster the algorithm stops pushing them out to more people. If you're a parent, it's worth checking what your kids are watching every now and then, because sometimes things that look innocent at first glance aren't what they seem. And if you're a developer, try to protect your name, your characters, and your work as much as possible, because nobody should be using what you've built in ways that go against your values. And for everyone else, even if you're just someone who cares about keeping the internet safe, keep talking about it. Keep spreading awareness, because silence is exactly what lets things like this grow unchecked. And once they grow too big, it becomes a lot harder to stop them. YouTube is an amazing platform when it's used the right way. It's helped millions of creators share their ideas, build communities, and even turn their hobbies into full-time careers. But the same system that helps people go viral can also be used to spread things that should never exist in the first place, and that's where the problem starts. Right now, this whole Roblox heat trend isn't just another round of weird internet content or shock humor. It's something much more serious. It's a real danger that could easily become the next massive online scandal if nobody steps in to stop it. So yeah, it's time people start paying attention. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and share this video so more people can understand what's actually going on behind the scenes. The only way this kind of problem ever gets fixed is when people start paying attention and spreading awareness. That's all for today's video. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.